right, so next would be vascular issues. So I'll call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. There's 5 types, but I'm going to just call 6. I don't like the in-between ones. So this is step 5. This is vascular. Now, a couple things that are going to reduce vascular. Number 1 is gluten. If you have gluten sensitivity, that's going to be a no-brainer. Even people that have not been gluten sensitive, they've seen gut permeability due to gluten. And that can obviously, gut permeability can make your gut more permeable and allow undigested foods or various biotoxins to get from the gut into the bloodstream easier, number 1. Number 2, there's a really interesting study on patients with migraines. And it was a small study. There was 10 people in the study, but they had a control group. They took a medication. One group did nothing, and the other group did a gluten-free diet. And remember, a lot of times in the research, gluten-free does not even mean grain-free. So my experience with thousands of patients, I can tell you grain-free tends to be a lot better because a lot of people could be sensitive to other types of grains like rice or corn or oat. So a lot of people, they replace the gluten-free, the wheat, barley, rye, so to speak, with other grains that are gluten-free, but still could have inflammation components to it. So I think you could do even better by replacing it with squash or sweet potato, right? That's number 1. So in the study, they found that 9 out of the 10, their migraines went away. And the major mechanism of why this worked is they did like functional MRIs. They saw decreased blood flow in these migraine groups. And the mechanism was that the gluten was decreasing blood flow up the carotid artery, right? This is like the garden hoses on the side of your neck that go up to the brain. There was decreased perfusion to the frontal cortex, right? That's the powerhouse of the brain. That's where all the higher level thinking happens. And when they decreased gluten, when they cut it out gluten-free, so that's not full good quality paleo, right? They had a significant increase in blood flow. Those areas of the frontal cortex lit up better, and they saw a significant reduction in their migraines. 9 out of 10 gone.
That's amazing. So you're literally dumber when you're eating gluten. So when you make fun of your family members for like eating a muffin and you're like, please stop eating the muffin, you could tell them that.
Everyone's a little bit different. Everyone's a little bit different, but here's the thing, right? If I say, hey, I'm food sensitive to gluten, what's your first gut instinct on how that would manifest?
You're going to think of it as a gut symptom, not a brain symptom.
Bingo. Bloating, gas, diarrhea. So most people in their head, they kind of look for those issues to manifest and they're like, oh, I'm sensitive. But in this example, a lot of times the cognitive issues may be the first to manifest and they may never associate that. And if their diet's already kind of crappy and they're kind of stressed, that type of cognitive issue may be something normal. So they're just kind of accustomed to it and they write it off.
Yeah, well said.